Welcome back, everybody, to yet another short video of what's going on. I am your host, Jacob Carlson, and today in this short video, I just want to simply and briefly talk about common misconceptions. Now, why in this particular case? Well, around this time last week, I made a video on my YouTube channel just basically talking about my chaotic sleep schedule and how there were two very big reasons why that was the case this time around. The first reason had to do with colder temperatures that we woke up to the week before that, and and how it just completely threw off my sleep schedule altogether, and that the second reason essentially was daylight savings time, the time change that just also happened to occur around the same time as well. Both instances threw off my sleep schedule altogether, and I just was not having a good time. And I'm frankly still not. So I'm still a little bit scatterbrained about that. So forgive me if I start repeating myself in some instances. Also, I mentioned in that very same video last week that dopamine had something to do with temporary paralysis of the human body, so that we don't act out our dreams, and so hopefully some of us don't sleepwalk in the process. Some do, some don't, but so on and so forth. And basically, that was pretty much the video. As a result, as soon as I was done with the video, I had a feeling that I may have gotten a detail wrong or two about that. About how sleep paralysis actually happens, and how it occurs and when it occurs for some people more than others. And it turns out that I looked up on Google, of all things, of course, because I have nothing else to go back on in terms of information for the time being. It turns out that the dopamine thing is actually a common misconception that a lot of people, including yours truly here, of course, have had about sleep paralysis as a result, where it actually has the opposite effect, as opposed to to raise energy levels in the human body so that you're able to be awake, up, and active, and just do things on a daily basis as a result. So basically, that was a common misconception that I had for the longest time in my life, and it's certainly not the only one. There was another, while there were many common misconceptions that I no doubt have had in my life, and that other people have had in their lives, no doubt, there was one common misconception that I still remember to this very day, where honestly, because people caught on very early that I had a very good memory about things, and that I have a tendency to remember things that other people don't. For instance, my parents, my older sister, my teachers, and my fellow classmates, and of course friends and total strangers have also noticed this as well. They all kept calling it a photographic memory, and I kept calling it a photographic memory for a long time, but it turns out it's actually not called that. It's actually called an eidetic memory as a result. And that was like the first big common misconception that I came across as a result. It may not have been the first big one, but it was definitely the one that I still remember. And believe it or not, this is a true story, by the way. Okay, just before graduating high school, I'm watching an episode of all things, The Big Bang Theory, and I remember one. I think it was one of the episodes where Sheldon was talking about eidetic memory, and people just kept referring to it as photographic memory, but he actually corrects someone and says actually an eidetic memory, where you actually remember things in such clear detail. It actually helps you organize your life a whole lot better as a result. So basically, that's where I first learned that was a common misconception as a result. So basically, there you go on that. There's not really much more that I can talk about at this point. Common misconceptions, for better or for worse, are pretty much virtually everywhere in our society as human beings. We're always going to get certain details wrong at some point, but that doesn't make you an idiot. Okay, it doesn't make you dumb. All right, it just makes you temporarily unaware of something that's actually correct, or something that's actually wrong in this case. And basically, that allows you an opportunity to better yourself in terms of knowledge, for instance. Like, the misconception I have about myself is that people always thought I was smart, when that's actually not true. The actual term I prefer is knowledgeable. I'm actually knowledgeable about some things, but I'm actually technically dumb in others. So if that makes sense, hopefully you can just refer to me as a knowledgeable individual, as a result. So my words are starting to sort together. So please forgive me on that. And with that all being said, that's pretty much it. My name is Jacob Carlson, and this has been pretty much me correcting the record on a previous video of what's going on so far in my life. Please, if you want to, like the video, comment something you like or don't like. If there's a common misconception that you've had, that you've believed in for years, that you thought was right but was actually wrong, please don't be shy to share it down in the comment section down below. You will get no judgment from me. We all make mistakes, okay? And some, so on and so forth. And also, yeah, please leave a comment down below. Press the red subscribe button down below if you haven't already, so that you don't miss out on my exciting content. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss a future upload on my YouTube channel anytime soon. Please share the video with all the people you know and love in life, on social media, wherever you get your information and entertainment these days. And I will always ask that you please take care of each other out there, be nice to one another, and of course, that's it. And I'll see you in the next couple of videos. Okay, take care of yourselves out there. Stay warm, stay safe, wherever you are in the world. Bye-bye.